Hi, ladies. I often talk about self care, and one of the things I wanted to go over with are some of the things that I do for daily self care. Okay. Um, One of the things I had to decide early on was I need to track it. Okay. As opposed to trying to remember and doing all the steps and did I do them all and which ones did I miss? I don't even try that anymore. I have a journal. That's what she looks like. I got her at Target, and I believe she's about 220 pages. And this is where I track my daily self care. Now, I have other journals. I have journals just for writing. I have journals that I use during my meditation and spiritual time. But this particular journal is where I track just my self care. Okay. And the way I decided to do it is I label it every morning and I kind of sit down and decide what I'm going to do. Okay. I know that there are the basics I want to get done, and then I'm going to add in extra stuff that I want to complete today. And I'll give you an example. Like a lot of times I will wash my hair in the shower. Okay. My hair is usually in 2-strand twists, which it is now. Okay. And so washing my hair is not a problem. I leave it in the 2-strand twist and just wash it. But there are days where I take it down, wash it, deep condition it, and rebraid it. Now, for me, that's about a 3-hour process. Doesn't seem like it, but that's about how long it takes. So if I want to get that done, I have to add that into my self-care book. And I have to make time for it because I get off work at 5:30 and I'm usually in bed by 8, 9 o'clock. So usually right after work, or sometimes I'll split it. I'll do it over a period of 2 days. I may take it down one day, put it in 2 ponytails. The next day, I may wash it and start to retwist it. Okay, so sometimes I have to add that onto my daily list. And I have a separate list that is just for the weekly things that I do. And I'll show you that too. So let's take a look at what my daily list typically starts out looking like. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Try and get it to come through as clearly as I can. And I'm going to go through it, but that's how I typically lay this sheet out. At the top is walking, and if I do any exercise, like at the gym, I will add in right under the walking what it is I'm doing. So here's walking. When I go to the gym, I will fill this out. And just as an example, I'm going to show you one. Just a random page. That's what it looks like. Okay. So hip abductor, or whatever it is I was doing that day. And I write it all down. And so I keep track of how much, if I'm lifting weights, how much weight I'm lifting and how far I go on my walks. I track based on what the treadmill tells me, unless I'm walking outside. And I have on my phone a tracker that gives distance, but I also have a Fitbit that I think is on the that's being recharged. It's around here somewhere, and so I'll wear that when I go to the gym so I can track how far I'm walking. All right, so I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to go down the list of things that I have on my list. Now, I would typically write this out in the morning, but I did it tonight. So it's for tomorrow, Monday, August the 7th. And the first thing under there is walking, because walking is something I'm always going to try and do. If I don't beat myself up about it. 3 or 4 days a week is what my goal is. And I never know what I'm going to do when I get to the gym as far as machines until I actually sit there. So I leave that part blank. Okay. Before I go to the gym, in fact, as soon as I get up, get dressed, I sit down and I start drinking water. Okay. Here. And for those of you who don't know, I've had a kidney transplant. And so I have one working good kidney. So I have to take really good care of it. And one way to do that is I have to drink a lot of water. Right. So I start my day before I go to the gym with 60 ounces of water. That's my 60 ounces of AMH2O. The next thing is I track water. Now, I drink my water out of a 30-ounce ball jar. Well, that probably sounds like a lot, but 2 of those jars make 60 ounces, and that's what I drink out of. And so every day, my goal is to try to get 6 to 8 of those jars done. I almost never get there because that's going to get me up around my 1 gallon that I want, but I track how many I actually do. Okay. The next thing is journaling. I try and journal every morning, and I'm going to stop here for a second. This is my current journal. I got this at Barnes and Nobles, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. And I love it. It's gorgeous. And for me, that's important to me, having really pretty journals to write in. The next thing is meditation. Meditation, I have a chair that I meditate in. I go and I sit there quietly and I meditate. I try and do half an hour, but it can go as long as an hour or an hour and a half. The next thing is my pills. Now, I take pills twice a day. Again, I've had a kidney transplant, so I have to make sure I'm taking my anti-rejection medicine on time every 12 hours. So I had to start keeping track because I was forgetting. Even with a pill case, I would forget. So the notebook sits on my desk open, and I look at it. I'm like, oh, I only took pills this morning. I need to make sure I take another set before I go to bed. The next thing, a hot drink and 30 minutes of stillness. Those two typically go together. I will sit out on my sofa. I don't sit at my desk, and I will drink something hot. Hot tea, hot coffee, hot chocolate. And the point is to relax my digestive system. One of the side effects of my transplant therapy is that my stomach is upset a lot. And so I've learned if I can just sit still with a hot drink, not rush through it, give my digestive system a chance to completely relax, just be still, don't do anything, my days go much better. The next thing is a diffuser, a candle. In the summer, like now, I usually have the diffuser on. In the winter, I have a variety of candles that I use. And I'm in this room, my office, every day, all day long. And so I want it to smell nice. And so I am using either a diffuser or a candle. The next thing are my affirmations. I can do that while I'm doing other things, like I can do it while I'm journaling, and I play them. And it is affirmations that I play every morning, and it's my voice, just because I like my affirmations the best, and it's very soothing for me. And I will play that while I am journaling or, doing some other things. The next part of the list, the top part is green tea. Green tea is an antioxidant. It helps with cancers, and cancers run in my family. So I drink green tea, usually at least 32 ounces of green tea every day. Okay. And I also take an apple cider vinegar drink that I take 3 times a day. The bottom part is my physical stuff. Now, this is the bare minimum. I get up, I cleanse my face, take a shower, and brush my teeth. These are basic, but, again, I may do something with my hair. I might do a foot soak. I might do a facial. And if I want to add one of those in, I'll add those into the list. All right, ladies, so that's my list. Now, my list covers a variety of things, okay? It covers exercise. It covers some of the things that I digest, like my pills or the apple cider vinegar or the green tea, all right? It covers how I take care of my body. Face cleanse, shower, teeth. Again, I might add in a foot soak or a facial, or when I get ready to do my hair, I'll have to add that in. It also includes spiritual things. When I'm sitting down and I'm meditating, that needs to be on the list, because that's a big part of what brings me a lot of calmness into my life, and that's one of the ways I take care of myself. Atmostphere, the diffuser, and the candle, they go all day. I'm gonna have other candles around the house that may burn, but those are the two that are closest. They sit on the desk near me while I'm working. Like I work on this side, and the diffuser and the candle are on this side of the desk, and they infuse the room with just wonderful smell. Journaling, mental, that mental brain dump, the things that have been on my mind, the things that I need to take note of, I put them in my journal. The affirmations, I want to have a great day every day. And it's important that I start my day off on a positive note, and that is what the affirmations are for. Water. Again, I've had a kidney transplant, and I have got to get enough water in. And it affected my day so drastically. because I'll forget. I will literally forget to drink water. And so I've learned that I have to, because it's so important, I have to write it down and check it off as I go. Now, this is my self-care. And again, this is basic. I have another list, which is like a weekend list. I don't know if you can see that. And I've laminated it because I've moved it around so much. And it has things like pedicures, facial, steaming, because I have a facial steamer. Take a long hot bath is on here. Food prep is on here. Deep conditioning my hair with a heat cap. And it's a two-sided. There's a lot of it. So my self-care can be quite complex. But I will say the more I do, the better I feel. And so I encourage all of you to develop a self-care plan for yourself. All right, it will serve you in so many ways. And don't always make it about physical things. Add in the spiritual things, add in the mental things. And of course, however ways you want to take care of your body, add those in too. I bought one of is it the African scrub sheets? I don't know, but they're great on my feet. I'm loving that thing. It sits in my shower, and when I sit, I have a chair in my shower. Sit in there and scrub my feet. They feel wonderful. So invest in new things, try new things, and do the things that you want to do to take care of yourselves, ladies. Love you, ladies.